NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Kaepernick looking to throw for it. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the give. Newton rolling to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On first down, it's Newton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he's out right at the 25. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Play action. It's Newton. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a second. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Corey Littleton able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Off play action, Newton. He'll find Lindsey here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And
what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Keon Crossan. The 20. 10. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This pass caught by Hamler. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Kaepernick again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now Newton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. For Cam Newton, the arm strength maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there. Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16.
Bears 17, Raiders 16.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He's got a man complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, 91! 91!
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Newton. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hubbard has the first down and then some.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a run with Hubbard.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Ricard, the fullback.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
Hubbard.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it?
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mo Alley Cox. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Bears 24, Raiders 16. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Kaepernick going to throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And this is caught at the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. K.J. Hamler.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. And now once again, the Raiders are going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 27, Newton hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. This is swung out to Eckler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year and missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there for the Raiders. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
To throw is Kaepernick. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. They'll try and throw for it.
It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, Newton. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Raiders 30. No way to set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Kaepernick now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 91.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 91. Monday. Easy.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Kaepernick to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Check 59, right? Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Now Kaepernick. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To throw is Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He's back to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 5 yards remain on second down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all the... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.